26. That's how many DPS characters we have right now. That's twice as many tanks and strategist characters we have. We have more DPS than both tank and strategist combined. We have 13 tanks and 12 strategists. Look, I knew Black Cat was gonna be a duelist. Okay, I did. But deep down, I just wanted to believe in something. But at this point, bro, it's like, look, I don't know, man. You would think they would tend to kind of focus on trying to even the odds. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Duelist is the most played, I guess, position role as is, bro. And a lot of that does boil down to the fact that you do have so many duelist characters, and so many of these characters play differently. Now with tank or strategist, you only really have just a handful of characters who are pretty viable. Then everybody else just kind of like on tank, there's probably 3 to 5, maybe even 6 tanks that are really viable. And then everybody else, you can use them. Like, you could make them work, but these characters are really kind of just here nigga damn characters. And then with strategists, boy, if Invis, Gambit, who else? Cloak and Naga, Luna, whoever get banned. Because now we have 6 bannable characters in rank. If those characters get banned, you can make it work on characters like Rocket, Jeff, Loki, whoever. But it's not the same because these characters are pretty much at like the forefront. These are the meta characters, really. And everybody else just kind of, they're usable. Okay, they're functional, I guess. But when you don't have as many options as you do with Duelist, and then on top of that, you have characters who are clearly better. You have a handful of characters who are clearly better than the rest, and majority of the other characters are kind of just like, you could use them, but why would you? That kind of becomes a problem. Now look, there's just too many characters already, and I understand a lot of these characters were already kind of created before, and like months in advance before being released. I get that, but goddamn, we can't shake up the storyline a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? We can't make this motherfucker jump a little bit. We can't shake this motherfucker up. Guang Guang Ziyang, whoever I gotta talk to, because right now, bruh, I'm not mad. It's just, I'm disappointed. Like, I knew what it was. We knew what it was. We all knew Black Cat was going to be a duelist. But damn, bro, just hearing her be what, 5'10" for a few weeks now. And look, I was like, it makes sense for it to be a duelist, but maybe, hopefully, since we don't have a lot of tanks in game right now and we just got a strategist, maybe just maybe we would receive Black Cat as a tank player, but I guess not. Hopefully next season we do have just more tanks. I'm hearing that Cyclops and Devil Dinosaur without Moon Girl apparently is going to be there, or are going to be our new characters, and a lot of folks are saying Cyclops could be a tank. I ain't holding my fucking breath, because Cyclops, he could be one. Like, it makes sense for him to be one, but it also makes sense for him to be a duelist. A lot of these characters, bro, majority of these Marvel Rivals characters, or just Marvel characters in general, you could make the case for majority of them to be duelists, but at the same time, you could also make the case for a lot of them to also be a tank or a strategist. Like right now we have 26 duelist characters, and some of these characters should not be duelists in my opinion. Like Storm, you could make her as a fucking strategist healer, like she just fits that role a little bit better in my opinion. Also on Duelist, ain't nobody really picking Storm right now, bro. They used to, but also you could make her as a tank. Storm has the power to just, do whatever, pretty much. Black Widow, look, just hang it up, man. Just hang it up. You've already experimented with her being a healer. Just make her a sniper healer at this point, because I don't know what else to do for this character, bro. On Duelist, she just, worst character in the game. Terrible kit. Terrible abilities. Mr. Fantastic, he wanna be a tank so bad. Just do it. Flip him. Turn him out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, do something to him. And then with characters who take so much, like, you have to do so much work just to get the little amount of reward from that work. Like Iron Fist, a Wolverine as well, bro. You could make the case for him to be Duelist, yes. You could also make them just be a fucking saint. Like, come on, man. Wolverine has a whole healing factor. Let's be fucking for real. A healing factor that he doesn't use in this fucking game. You could have gave him like a tiny amount of health, like maybe 400 or something like that, but have him have like a healing factor or somewhat on tank. Or look, I don't fucking know. You could have did something a little better with his kit, because his kit is kind of ass. He's only really good for that little tackle. Besides that, bro, hey, hit the bench. Sub that boy out the game. I'm gone. Also with Iron Man, you could make the case for him to be either a healer or a tank as well, because up until like this latest buff, Iron Man wasn't really even, he's a good character in my opinion. I love playing Iron Man, but bro, let's be fucking for real, bro. The amount of hit scan and poke in this game is just too strong, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. It would have been cool seeing him as a tank. He has the suits to do so, or also just seeing him kind of be a healer. He has the suits to do so as well, like robots and all that extra shit. Anyway, I am looking forward to seeing Black Cat. I just kind of wish we had her as a different role, but I mean, it does make sense for her to be this role. It does. I'm not disputing that. It's just, damn, bro, 26 DPS characters compared to 13 tanks or 12 strategists. It's like, damn, please stop with the DPS. We already have enough of these players just already jumping on this fucking role, and you adding more characters into it is only going to make that problem even worse, bro. I feel like a lot of players play Duelist because you just have so many options, and really, it's fun. It is. So once you add these two, or once you combine these two factors, it just makes sense that majority of your player base wants to play Duelist, and you constantly feeding into it. It just makes it worse, bro. We can barely find tank players already. Goddamn, help me out, Guang. I'm doing my best on this front line. So I already know there's going to be a lot of players just clamoring to play her. She has wall hacks, a TP, and God knows what else. Like, God damn.